I was not going to do this at first, and I kind of thought about it over the last couple of days and kind of weeks since I concluded my original Let's Play of Crash Bandicoot 1, and I finally decided that I am actually going to record myself playing through, for the first time ever, well, technically, the Stormy Ascent level. Yeah, so this is actually the extra level that you are given an option to complete. You are rewarded with a white gem if you do get through the level with breaking all of the boxes. You are given a 27th white gem, which is not at all required for the main story or for any of the unlockables in the main game. However, it's kind of there just for a little bit of an extra challenge, and yeah, just kind of for fun. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Once again, this is Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, and we are taking on Stormy Ascent. Let's do it. So as soon as you jump into this level, yeah, it pretty much is laid out very similarly to Slippery Climb, which is one of the previous levels, I believe, on the second island in the main game of Crash Bandicoot. However, there are a lot more tricks and traps waiting for us at the top of this place. So yeah, we're still scaling the outside of Cortex's castle. Obviously, we've already beaten the main game. But we are given this little extra level to complete just for funsies. Very nice. You know, I have to say, I will give credit where credit is due. I think the developers made a great decision to include this function of the game in the remaster. This was not in the original version, so if you're playing Crash Bandicoot 1 on the PlayStation 1, you actually will not have the opportunity to play through this level, so that's kind of a shame. However, if you are able to pick up this remastered version, yeah, you are free to play through this level at your own leisure. Again, it is optional. It is kind of cool they include a 27th gem, kind of like an extra reward to the player for wanting to kind of go through the game a little bit more, even past the final boss and the main story. So kind of props to that. I do love that, and yeah, no, I think this is an awesome idea overall. I played through this level one time, and yeah, it really gave me a lot to think about when it comes to my platforming skills, because I have to say it's not like that bad. If you're someone that plays a lot of 3D platformers. Just for me, it was a little bit to get used to. Even though I only played through it one time, I really wanted to go back through it a second time, but obviously wanted to make sure I was recording myself doing so, just because I think it's kind of fun and kind of unique to be able to share this experience with the internet. Even if I don't have that many viewers, I don't care. And we're gonna die right here, apparently. Alright, so let's try to make this jump again. Yeah, this is definitely going to be an experience, to say the least. And what's even better is there is a bonus stage in this level. Yeah, they give you a just one nitrous brio bonus section. And of course, I didn't make that platform. I think I jumped too early. Let's try this again. Yeah, this jump is one of the trickier jumps, but just you wait. You haven't seen anything yet. Alright, finally made that jump. I don't know why that took me so long. Yeah, that, what I was going to say just previously was that is not one of the harder jumps to make. Just wait until we get to the very end of this level, because, yeah, this is going to be a pain in the butt. Again, I've never made it through the entire level, but I've made it far enough to where I just didn't want to finish it. And the only reason I know that section is like the end of the level is because this level is super long. And I made it at least halfway through, so I actually got to the bonus section, the nitrous brio bonus section, and that is hard in its in itself. So yeah, it's just all around a good old blob of fun here, a good old fun time here, because we have a lot of challenging platforming left for us to do still. And if you think these scientist guys were annoying in the first time we saw them in Slippery Climb, you have not seen anything yet here. They have turned their annoying notch from 0 all the way up to 10. Well, I guess I would say it wasn't 0 to begin with. It was more like a 5 or a 6, to be fair. But they are at an all-time high with the annoying level here. So, yeah, definitely, I still like the idea of having this as an option for somebody that really wants to take this platform into a whole new level for this game. this game in its, on its own, just the main game itself is pretty challenging. Like, it's not a walk in the park. There are, sure, there's some simple, pretty straightforward levels in the game. But especially towards the end, especially like the last third of the game, I would say there's definitely a lot of platforming that takes quite a bit of time to get used to if you're not familiar with that type of platforming. And I know I kind of went on and on about this in my Let's Play of the game, but this was just kind of more in my personal experience where I was growing up on like, Super Mario 3D platformers, Donkey Kong, Kirby, all kinds of different platforming experiences. Crash Bandicoot was completely on a whole different level compared to even those games. And of course I'm gonna die here. Yeah, for some reason I cannot time these platforms that move, essentially out of sync here with each other. They just kind of, it just kind of messes up my brain where I just can't time these. I don't know why. As you can see, I think I'm just kind of jumping too early here. And yeah, why not just have a little bit more death there? Might as well. Look at his shoes. Okay, let's see what we do here. Yeah, just kind of blabbing on right now about kind of the platforming this level, contains. But as you can see, we have finally made it to the bonus section. And, yeah, if you thought this part of this entire level was already difficult enough, you haven't seen nothing yet. So, perfect grammar. I love being grammatically incorrect all the time, every time that I'm speaking. It's amazing. But when I get nervous and I talk when I'm recording, sometimes that just happens. I don't know. I'm not like this in real life, I promise. Well, nah, I can't really guarantee that. But anyways, we are now in the bonus section here, and I did this before, but I already don't remember what we're supposed to do here, and clearly it was not that because I took damage there, and I'm sure that's not what you're supposed to do. Luckily, I had a coup with me, so I was given another chance. But yeah, so right off the bat, you are given all these silver, all these metal box switches that you do have to trigger to open up another path, and clearly that's not what we were supposed to do there. Let's just go ahead and die. More death. I love it. Explosions. Alright, let's try this again. Supposed to actually jump over on this box once it forms from that box switch. You're given a very, very limited amount of time to get over there. I love how they did that. Just makes me feel so good about myself. But anyways, we went ahead and triggered that other dynamite box over there that's going to blow up. And this is the part where I get puzzled because this part is very, 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 difficult to figure out. You definitely need a lot of strategic thinking when it comes to the platforming right here. It's not even really about the platforming, it's just about the freaking way in order of how many boxes you have to destroy, which ones you need to hit. You have to trigger a metal box switch down below my feet right there that I just triggered, and then you got to get up here. And from here, I have no idea what to do other than to fall off and die. Let's try that again. Oh, nice. Okay, I don't think this was actually intended for you to do, but I actually got up here. Maybe this is actually what we're supposed to do. If I can break some boxes up here, maybe we can actually cheat this a little bit. I don't know if you're supposed to get up here from that spring box. I think you're supposed to get up here from the other side with the TNT. And I don't know, maybe we'll have something here. So I need to go back down there and destroy that TNT box below me. Destroyed that one and get that destroyed. Destroyed that, and I think we might be cooking with gas here. Destroyed that box. Yeah, I think this is actually what you're supposed to do. Yeah, so all we have to do now is destroy all these boxes below me. And then I can use these springy metal boxes to get rid of these other TNT boxes, and that's the last of them. Wait a minute, 15? Wait, no, that's not all the boxes. Oh man, we had another one up there that just triggered. Yeah, this is hard. All right, so we're gonna try this again. Let's go and destroy these boxes again. Get rid of that guy down there. And then we have some more boxes to get. Yeah, we essentially have to get on top of these TNT dynamite boxes and then somehow break these boxes on top to get over to the other side. This isn't gonna work. Yeah, now they're gone. I don't know if I can do this now. Still 6 boxes, man, oh my gosh. Can we somehow, yeah, can we like break these and go back? No, we can't. Okay, we're not gonna do it. Try this again. Man, this is gonna take me forever. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna leave in. All right. We are gonna try this again and break that. Crap. Okay, actually, I'm pathetic. clearly. I'm actually pathetic. Yeah, wow, I got up here again. That's pretty cool. I actually had to look it up because I could not figure out how to do this. I'm sorry. I had to resort to going online and finding somebody else's video. I'm sorry. I had to do it. I'm going to admit that right now. But basically what we have to do here is we have to basically jump from this platform over to that metal box, or those metal boxes on the left to the metal boxes on this right. But we have to spin as we're jumping to break those boxes on top. And of course, I didn't land. So what we need to do is basically time it where we can spin jump, or like that, just like that. I don't know how I did that. That took me so many times. Oh my gosh. We just have to do that, and then we do it one more time. We can then get up on top of that other box. We just did it. Oh my goodness. I just did that. Sorry, I'm proud of myself here. Yeah, that was really hard to do. This took me so many times. I don't know how many of these attempts I'm leaving in or cutting out, but oh my goodness. Now all we have to do, well, we can break this bottom box down here with the apples. I just want to be very careful. If I die here, I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because I don't know if I can get this, if I can do this again. This was hard to do. Jumping from those metal boxes and trying to break those boxes with a spin attack as you're jumping and making your jump at the same time, that's a lot for me. Maybe I just suck at this type of platformer, I don't know, but you tell me. But all we have to do now is break these last 4 boxes, because there's another dynamite one up there. Those other ones exploded. Look at that. We are now at 22 out of 22. Screw you, Brio. I'm getting the heck out of here. I don't give a crap. You gave me so much heck during the original main game. I don't even need to take any more of your crap today. We need to go back out to the rain, where we are going to melt into a pile of water and sweaty nonsense, because we have taken way too much time to complete this level. Man, I'm actually sweating. My hands in real life are sweating right now. That's how nervous I am doing this. And crap, there's a spike up there. Yeah, so I remember getting this far and dying. All right. So I've gotten this far before. Yeah, we're still not even to like the actual hard part yet. That's what's scaring me. We have a decent amount of boxes though, right? Yeah, we only need 10 more boxes and we get the extra gem. Not too bad. These platforms, oddly enough, I'm really skilled at, well, not skilled, I shouldn't use that word in a sentence when I'm playing a video game. I'm decent at like actually like jumping on those moving, like rotating platforms versus the ones that pop in and out like this. I don't know what it is. You would think these would be a lot easier to jump on because it's an easier timed jumps there, but the ones that rotate, I don't know what it is. I can just like time it so well. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like that anybody can do that. But anyways, we have stairs that are going to pop in and out here. And this is probably my pet peeve that I hated during slippery climb. I don't know why the stairs, especially with those spikes, like on the edges of them. I don't know why it just, I struggle with those normally. I did pretty decent there. I mean, I obviously got through it, but yeah, like these moving platforms, like the move up and down and all around and rotate. I don't know why they don't give me that much trouble, but every time those stairs pop in and out and those other platforms pop in and out of the wall on like a time jump thing, I just can't do it. I don't know why. We have more of these. Man, I'm just like nervous. I don't know what exactly is coming up here. I've been up to this point before, obviously. This is like the very last section of the level. So we're almost done. Not bad. I don't know why I'd agreed to take this on. Like, again, I haven't done this in a few weeks, so this is also kind of rusty to me. But we're doing pretty good. Like, I've had to edit a lot out probably by this point. I'm only recording right now, so I can't tell, but we got through the bonus section. Only 6 more boxes to break. Like, that's not bad, right? Like, that's not bad for somebody who sucks at games like this. Like, that, it's not. Okay, so anyways, there's a bird here. Yeah, we just got to time remember this jump. This sucks. Yeah, I hate that time jumped. Okay, so I'm gonna make this look a little bit easier than I did before. It's really not that hard. We basically have to wait until that bird is all the way to the left, then jump. That way the platform's there on the right for us to jump on. Yeah, see, it makes sense. And then this is where they make me want to stab my eyes out with spoons. I don't know why that made sense to say, but yeah, I hate that. How are you supposed to make that? Come on. Okay, so really this is easier than it looks, and it's kind of similar to maybe, remember that fire that would burn out? You just have to jump like as soon as that platform goes in, and or is getting ready to go in, and then you jump again as the second one comes out. I can't explain it in words good enough to explain how to do that, but if you just pay attention to what I did there, it makes sense, even though I just died. Boom, boom, and of course my batteries would run out. I know they were low. but I didn't think this was would happen. I didn't expect this to happen. I didn't plan for this. So yeah, be right back. All right, we got fresh batteries. We're refreshed ourselves. We've refreshed our own battery here. You know, theoretically speaking, I don't know. I've kind of gone crazy at this point because I've been playing this for like almost an hour. It's not going to show in the final product or whatever I post on YouTube, but wow, I hate myself. Yeah, I've been playing almost for a full hour here. It's been over 40 minutes. And I have to say, this probably is not supposed to take this long. Like, am I this bad at gaming that I just can't get through this in 10 minutes? Like, I feel like that's not... like it should take this long if you're just doing this for the second time ever, right? I mean, you're not used to this type of platforming. You weren't raised on it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's up for debate. I don't know. But anyways, we're getting close to the end here. This is really the tail end. I think there's only like 2 more jumps we actually have to make after we get out of this mess. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow on that one. I don't really know what to make of that. And then they do this, and then this is where I delete the game out of my console. No, I will never do that. This is actually kind of easy. You just have to go boom, boom, and please. Yeah, oh my gosh, I made it. Holy cow, this is the end. I didn't think I was gonna make that. Look at that. So we burned through. Yeah, if you were paying attention, like my extra lives, I had 99 extra lives during the main game, right? By the end of the game. Yeah, give me that gem. Freaking crying out loud. We burned through at least 30 extra lives, man. Oh my goodness, maybe 35. I don't know what to say there, but look at that. That is white gem number 27. That is something you will never see in this game unless you're playing this version. That's crazy. Who can say they do that all the time, right? So that brings our percentage up to 102, like we needed to do that, but I'm an overachiever, I guess. So kind of a nice sight to see there. Kind of cool. Got an achievement on, and in the process as well, so I can't argue with that. Alright, so now that we have done that, as you can see, we have now collected an extra white gem that we didn't really need to do. I don't know why I did this, but I did it anyways. That is going to be it for Crash Bandicoot 1. I don't really have anything else left to show of this game. As far as gameplay goes, we can go ahead and look at our pause screen though. As you can see, yep, 102% and 27 out of 26 white gems. Look at that. You don't even know there's 27 gems because they don't really tell you unless you do that level and complete it. And get all the boxes, of course. But we did it. We did it the first time we've ever completed Stormy Ascent. Definitely going to take this opportunity to save because I don't want to lose any of that progress. I'll just save over this slot here. Yeah, as you can see, I haven't ever gotten that far. This is the first time that you're going to see 102% on one of my save slots. Internet, so get used to it. Just kidding. You're not going to get used to it because it's the last time you're ever going to see it. But anyways, that is it for Crash Bandicoot Stormy Ascent. I am going to be doing Crash 2, A Cortex Strikes Back, very soon. I cannot wait to start recording that. I will eventually get that posted sometime in the near future. We're going to travel back to the beginning of the map. But that's going to do it for Crash 1. This was a very enjoyable experience. I'm recording this about a month after the actual Let's Play was recorded of the main game. So a little bit of time has passed between now and then, or then and now, but still love this game overall, and it's by far one of my favorite 3D platformers. That's going to do it for this. Hopefully anyone that was watching enjoyed this horrible video, and I will see you next time in the Crash world when we take on Crash 2, Cortex Strikes Back. See you then.